Hello everybody! Today we will present to you the magnetic therapy. I will show you how to use this technology on our very rehab patients. Magnetic therapy is a physical therapy based on the application of specific magnetic fields, generally low intensity and low frequency fields to the body. Magnetic therapy is a therapeutic technique normally used in the veterinary orthopedic field and to treat non-consolidated fractures, pseudoarthrosis, and in the non-invasive treatment of disorders affecting the musculoskeletal system. Magnetic therapy exerts its action on inflammation and pain, and it is reparative on bones, muscle, and cutaneous tissues. Globus Vet offers a wide variety of products within the magnetic therapy field. Today, we'll go over Magnétovet 4000. Magnetic therapy device, Magnétovet 4000, has been conceived to treat pets, cats and dogs, and horses. Programs and parameters have been preset to values that generally ensure a positive therapeutic outcome according to medical literature. However, these parameters are indicative. It is advisable to monitor single patient's response during therapeutic session and customize the treatment according to individual needs. Magnetic fields are normally present in nature and play an essential role in the regulation of vital biological function. The biological effect of pulsed magnetic fields are the electric and the mechanic magnetic effects. The first consists of induction of electric currents in the body, whereas the latter induces the shifting of the magnetic substances, thus allowing for aligning them along the vector lines. The therapeutic effects of pulsed magnetic fields are biostimulating, analgesic, and anti-inflammatory effect. We can treat bone and joint disorders such as fractures or chronic arthritis, delayed consolidation, muscle contracture and sprains, contusion hematomas, cutaneous wounds, and spondyloarthrosis. Treatment frequency in magnetic therapy varies a lot based on individual needs. For musculoskeletal condition, for example, we could use magnetic therapy every 1 to 2 days. As a rule of thumb, acute disorders require fewer sessions, as 10 to 15 sessions, whereas chronic disorders require longer cycles of treatments, for example, 20 to 25 treatment sessions. Patient preparation for our veterinary patients is not needed, as air clipping is not necessary. Even if the patient has a long and thick coat, magnetic therapy can be easily done with 2 different methods. We have the solenoids and we have the mat. Let's go over these 2 types of treatment. The solenoids can be applied on the skin and eventually fixed by the Velcro bands included in the equipment. Do not use magnetic therapy on sedated patients since their feedback is necessary to adapt the treatment. Another way to deliver magnetic therapy on our veterinary patient is the optional mat that comes in this shape and that can be easily attached to another size of mat for bigger dogs or bigger animals. With regards to solenoid application, there are 2 main procedures you can use. One is where the solenoid is placed in direct contact with the treatment field to create a magnetic field on the same length as the solenoid and expanded to its edges. The magnetic field is rather even and its intensity decreases from the center of the structure to its edges. It is not affected by possible patients or instrument positioning mistakes. Another way to use our solenoids are the technique where two opposed and parallel solenoids create a magnetic field linkage within parallel field lines. The treatment is suited for fractures having a defined orientation in space, such as linear bone fractures or the interruption of a nerve trunk. The positioning of our solenoids acquires a great importance, for they have to be placed as parallel as possible to each other and as close as possible to the wound. Particular attention has to be paid to put the solenoids in phase to enable the linkage of the two magnetic fields. Otherwise, the two fields will be isolated on the external part of the treatment tissue. To do so, just place the side with the Globus brand looking in the same direction. When using two opposed coils, the intensity of the magnetic fields is related to distances between the two coils. The more distant the coils are, the more rapidly the intensity will decrease.